Welcome to the day 4 of the social media management course. Today we are going to talk about analytics, advertisement, and crisis management. I'm going to show you practical. This is a practical video on how to actually analyze what is going on in your pages so they can be able to optimize for best performance and best result. And of course, I'm going to show you in this video practically step by step how to run advertisements on Facebook particularly, and of course for crisis management, how to deal with crisis in any platform at all. So please kindly help me subscribe to the channel, like this video, and let's proceed. Before we do the practicals, let me use 2 to 3 minutes to explain a bit about analytics. All right, so let's start from analytics. And analytics is very important because analytics helps you to analyze, from the word analytics, to analyze what is going on in your platform. Let's say, for example, yesterday you post a video and today you post an image. The image you post today is doing better than the video you posted yesterday. Why? The question is why. Is that okay? So that's what analytics helps. It helps you to analyze the performance of your content, the performance of the overall platform, so you'll be able to know what is working and what is not working. If you keep posting images, graphics every day and it's not giving you results, but anytime you post a video, you get a lot of engagement, it shows you clearly that your audience wants a video. And that's why analytics is very important. So analytics measures success, improves what you are doing, and of course it demonstrates ROI, that's return on investment. Of course, what are the things you use in measuring what is working for you? You use engagement. Is that okay? Engagement rates, like what we mean by engagement is how many people like your content or your page, how many people comment in maybe any of your content, how many people share your content. Those are engagement. Is that okay? We also have what we call impressions and reach. Impressions and reach is how many people your post gets to reach. The truth is, if you have 5,000 followers, for example, on Facebook, and you make a post, if your page is doing well, it is not only the 5,000 people that will see your page. Many people who are not even following you might actually see your page or might actually see your content. So how many people did your page reach maybe in a month or maybe in the last 28 days? You have to also check that as well. For click-through rate, which we also call CTRO, has to do with maybe sometimes you post a website link, how many people actually follow to that website. Like I used to run advert to Seller, selling my product in Seller. I connect the everything there, the pixel and everything there. So when anybody buy a product from Seller, I will actually see it on Facebook under the advertisement. When we get there, I will show you. So how many people actually click that link? All right, so if you put an external link, how people actually click it? Even if it's WhatsApp is also an external link. If you put it on Facebook, how many people actually click it to see you? And of course, the conversion rate. There's a difference between CTRO and conversion rate. CTRO is if somebody just click your link, and then the conversion rate is if the person who clicked the link actually buy. So you can find out that in a month, over 50 people can click your link, but maybe 15 or 20 may actually buy. Those who actually buy is what we call conversion rate. So you can use analytics to show all of this. Now, what are the tools to actually check for analytics? The tools to check for analytics is the basic tool is what we call insight. Every platform has this button called insight. LinkedIn has it, Instagram has it, Facebook has it, TikTok has it, and YouTube has it. Every platform at all has what we call, in YouTube own is called YouTube Studio. Is that okay? But for others it's called Insight, or some other ones they usually call it Professional Dashboard. Is that okay? Now, but you, apart from the inbuilt analytics in each of the platform, you can also use a third-party apps. For example, Google Analytics. We have HubSpot. We have other remote, how they call, other automated platform, where you can go connect your social media platforms to them, and it will show you everything that is going on in those platforms. They are called third-party tools, but most of them are not free, and that is why I don't actually use to teach them. So for today, we are going to use the professionally built Insight app on the platform to check it. So now let's go. I will be using in this example, I may use LinkedIn and Facebook, but Facebook is a must for me. So if you go to your Facebook, whether it's in your phone or in your laptop, just look for where they say Insights, or for those of you who are on your phone, you can see it as Professional dashboard. Now if you come here, you can see that this is the button here, dashboard. I will click on it, and then let me click. It's like I was doing something, so it will bring me here. When I click on professional dashboard, it actually brings me here. Is that okay? So you can see that we have home, we have insights, we have content, we have monetization, engagement, and all tools. This is where you can also track your monetization status, and of course, even if you are making money online already, this is where to actually see it. Is that okay? All right, so now let's look at the home. Under the home, we have the insights. And this page, I don't usually actually post many things here. I don't even engage on Facebook. I don't post on Facebook a lot like that because of how busy I am. All right, so in the past 28 days, if you want to change it, you can change it to the past 90 days or the past 14 days and all of that, but 28 days is the best to check. So in the past 28 days, over 7,952 people have actually viewed my content. You can see that it's minus 27% down. Why? Because in fact this month I even posted only twice. I think so, or maybe only twice, but I have over 7,952 views, and then reactions, that's people who either commented or like any of my posts, we have 145, and it's minus 135. That means I was doing better last month than this month. Now the purpose of analytics is so that it can inform you. It can either help you to make better decisions that can grow on social media, or it can even help you change your strategy. Please take note, it's not just to know the numbers. Is that okay? So these are the insights. If I come back here, you can see that under content, we have all these contents here, and then these ones here, you can see these ones here. Is that okay? Now let's move to insight. This one is home, where you see the overview of everything, but let's move to insights, and under insight, we have earnings. Let's click on earnings. Sorry, let's click on views first. You can see that these are the views. Please let me remove these. These are the views. Inside you can see that 7,952, and this is how this thing is. So where I get the most views was on May 10. Maybe I make a post that was a bit good. I made this, and the thing came down, and then here again I have May 14. The views try to go up again, and then on May 27 the views try to go up. So this is the graph that represents what you are doing. All right, so viewers 1,247, and then people who watch 3-second videos are 188, and the 1 minute video, nobody at all. So it means that people are interested in reels in my platform than the normal full video. I hope you understanding how it's going. All right, so that is that under the views. So this is how to inform yourself. So by content, you mean photos, followers. Photos have about photos has about 73.1%. The people who are following me actually like my comment. 89% of the people who are following me like what I'm doing more than the people who are not following me. Now in most cases, sometimes you can see that people who are not following you are even liking your content more than people who are following you. The question is why? And in that case, I think the major reason is you are not putting a call to action. You keep hearing me saying in my videos that if you like what I'm doing, kindly help me subscribe to the channel, like this video. That's what we call a call to action. You are simply begging, or not begging, you are simply asking your viewers to help you subscribe because it will help you grow. Is that okay? So if you keep doing that, you have more people engaging than if you don't do it at all. It's very better to actually inform them to do it. Some people may forget. Is that okay? Some people may want to actually do it but want to forget. I don't think you forget. Please help me subscribe to the channel and like the video. All right, so non-followers 10%, 10.8% are actually engaging with my content. The photos I'm posting in my platform are doing more better than any other thing. You can see that you have 73% photos are doing better. Reels are doing 11. And can I tell you the reason why? Because I am not posting reels every time. I'm not posting reels. That's why it seems as though photo is doing better. Almost all the platform, reels always does better. Reels followed by photo followed by text. Is that okay? But here we are saying that photo is doing best because in fact for the last month I don't think I even post any video. Is that okay? So other we have 2.3, links 1.6, multi-photo is if you post more than 2 or 3 photos, it's called multi-photo. When we are running advertisement, I will tell you the another name for it. It's called carousels. All right, now let's proceed. So even by the post, you can see the post. This one was made 2 views. This one is 280 views, 67 views, 44 views, 283 views, to 19 views. This thing I think is being posted by one of my social media managers, because the only post I made this month is these two here. Is that okay? Now, if you check this recent post, you see that this one that carries my picture is actually doing far more better than this one that we are generating from AI. Why? Because something that you film yourself or shoot yourself is more authentic than any artificial intelligence. I've told you that from the beginning. Is that okay? So this one I posted about my friends, but they also did even more better than almost all of them here. So you can see that. So you keep analyzing. So if your picture is doing better, people want to be seeing your face build better. Why not? That is where your strength should be. If you post a video about something tech, almost a picture, a video about your product, and people are liking it, people from here you begin to know if people are liking it. Is that okay? And this is the best way to actually check your analytics. So if you want to filter the result, you can also filter the result. Now let's go to earnings. Under earnings, my page is not monetized. This is actually a profile, not a page. My profile is not monetized, and you can see that I'm not earning any money. But in case you were, my page was monetized, each post you see how much I'm earning per each post, and this shows you where to actually focus your strength in. This is what makes a good social media manager stand out from a general one. Is that okay? All right. So now I think that is that, and we can click on here to see all posts, but we don't want to do that. So we can now come to interactions. Interaction is to see how many people actually like or follow our comments. So here we have 113 reactions. That's people who like. Is that okay? If you like this video, I can actually see it from the analytics from the YouTube studio. For this one, we have 27 comments. That is for the past 28 days, right? There 140 reactions. So 27 plus 113 makes it 140. Shares, nobody even shared it. Reactions 80%, comments 19%. The photos, you can see everything that is looking here. Just see how everything is looking. This one has 6 reactions. This one has 3 reactions, 1 reaction, 0 reaction, 3 reaction, 0 reactions. Most of these things, I think they are being posted automatically from Instagram by my content manager. Okay. So you can see them here, and this is how to do. So from here you can now know where your strength should be. And then the last but not the least under insight is what we call audience, and this is very important. When I was talking about target audience, I also taught you that your content should be targeted at a particular thing. And if it's targeted at a particular set of people, you should be able to see it from here. So if I check from here, in the past 1 month I only have 6 followers, and I have only 2 people who unfollowed me. You can see I'm only even showing you my losses. All right. So for the age and gender, you can see that men and women 25 to 34 is 43%, and that is the highest of all. You can see that men are even more from this color here. Men are even more than women. This shows you that more younger people want my content than older people. Is that okay? More younger from the age of 25 to 44. This 25 to 34 is actually from 18. Just see it as from 18 to 34. Is that okay? And then from the age of 35 to 44, which is actually adulthood, is 24.1%, and then 18 to 24% is 20%. So it shows me clearly that younger people actually want my content more than any other kind of gender. Is that okay? Any kind of age. And then from the city, Calabar, Nigeria. I'm not actually in Calabar at the moment, but you can see that is actually Calabar, Nigeria. I'm from Cross River State, but the reason why it's showing like this is because I live in Calabar for more than 7 years, and the network of people I've built mostly is from Calabar. Is that okay? Before I relocated after I was done with school. And then Abuja is my second base. Abuja is where I currently base. You can see that is now I've not made more friends like what I built in my own state. Is that okay? So you can see that people have viewed my content from these cities, and you can begin to check something. I will show you what content creators do to earn more money from these cities. Don't worry, keep ahead. From the countries, Nigeria is 81.6%, Pakistan is 5.13%. I've worked for Pakistan. Some Pakistanis will come to me to write content for them. Some of them actually took tech courses from us. So that's why you can see that they are also here. So when I post content, either they join or they engage. Is that okay? India is also one, Madagascar, Philippines, United Kingdom. Now, let me tell you something about these cities. some people say that, not even that, some people say there are some content in Africa that is, let's say for example I start a tech company now, for example in Nigeria, and somebody also start the same tech company in United Kingdom or United States, for example, the same time, and we are making content, we monetize the same day. I post a video, I have 1,000 views, he also posts the same video and has 1,000 views. He earns more money than me. Do you know why? Because he's in a developed country. My country is referred to as a developing country, while their own is referred to as developed country. So Facebook and other advertisers see people from a developed country as they have more buying power than us, and that's why you see that our content will have 2 million views, and what will they give us is $50, $20, $100. Meanwhile, somebody there is earning 1 million views and is earning over $500 per video. You know the reason why? Because of they are in developed countries. So if somebody watched your video from even if you're in Nigeria and your audience, people who are watching your content more, are from developed country, it doesn't matter about your location. Again, you earn more. So the audience that consume your content matters a lot. Is that okay? So if your goal is monetization, always post always post content that will make people outside the country to watch. And how do you do that? You do that by SEO. By SEO, I means you can come to Twitter, you can go to Twitter and search for trending things in the United Kingdom. Let's say for example, Man U Football Club is trending in United Kingdom. You can make a video around that area and involve the keywords, include the keyword hashtags like I taught you in the last video. Keep doing it with time. More people from United Kingdom will get to see your content and consume your content. The same thing with US and all of that. But first, you must do what we call SEO. That's a keyword research. Know what is actually going on in those countries so you can be able to do it. Is that okay? That's the first thing. If you actually want your content to be consumed by people outside the country so that you earn more money, do SEO content, and of course make content around that area. And when you are typing, do your write-up to involve that. Number two is sometimes people use VPN. I've never used VPN before, but I plan to use it on TikTok. Now you can use a VPN to create your page from scratch. So let's say you use a VPN, a US VPN, to create a TikTok account. So that TikTok account is being seen as somebody who is in US created it. So every content you are making will actually pull the audience of UK, not Nigeria, except maybe you post a link outside of that particular proxy or VPN. Is that okay? So this is how to actually navigate your this is how to actually rechannel your audience to a different country. See, this thing I'm teaching you is what people pay money to learn. So if you like what I'm giving to you, kindly help me subscribe to the channel and let's go. So this is where you know your gender. So more men are following me than women, and then this is the city and countries and all of that. All right, so we are done, and we can now finish from here and come back to here. You can see content library. You can plan your content. Is that okay? You can plan your content like I taught you in how to schedule a post. You can plan your content from here and track everything. Okay, now let's come back to monetization and come back to overview. You can see that we have not met monetization, and if I click, they will show me what I need to do in order to get notification. So I can click on notify me, so that when I get monetization status, they will actually notify me. This program is currently not available by invitation. So tap to notify me, and we will let you know when you're eligible. That's why some people used to tell you that they notify them that they are this thing. So I just tap it. You can do it for yourself as well. Now let's come back to engagement and that. But the most important thing here, I don't want the video to be too long, is under this insight where I've shown you how to do everything. So this is how to actually do how they call analytics, analyzing to see what is working for you so that you can be able to change your strategies. Is that okay? I think with that we are done with analytics, and if you have any questions to ask me about analytics, please kindly ask me in the comment section. I will try to attend to it. Remember, the goal of analytics is to see what is working and what is not working so you can be able to inform your decision and of course change your strategy. Now let's move to the second topic, which is what we call advertising. So let's move to the second topic, which is what we call advertising. Advertising on social media, particularly Facebook, it cannot be overemphasized. I keep saying this word because when you hear me say that word, it means that that thing is very, very important. When you are a good social media manager, you are being expected to know how to run ads. You need to know how to actually run advertisement. So whether you are doing it for your brand or whether you are doing it for other people's brand, if you are being hired as a social media manager, the person who hire you, the company who hire you, will not go and look for another person to come and run Facebook ads for them if they are running ads. Will not go and call someone to come and run LinkedIn ads for them if they are doing advertisement on LinkedIn, if or TikTok ads or YouTube ads. You are the person. And I know that most people don't used to teach how to run advertisement, but today I want to teach you how to do that at least with one method. All right, so you have to take note of that. Now, how do you run advertisement? Any post you see on social media, let me return to social media and I will scroll down. Any post where you see we have sponsored, I used to have them a lot on my page, on my platform. Any post you see sponsored on it is an advertisement. Somebody is paying money to push that post. Hostinger is actually paying money to push this post. Sometimes you don't see it as sponsored. Sometimes you can see it as ad on top here like this. It shows you that that person is actually pushing money for that post to reach you or anybody else. Is that okay? So how do you do that kind of thing? That's what we are about to talk about. So advertisement is in different formats, and advertising is in different formats, and basically they are in three formats. Number one is text, number two is image, number three is video. Of course, the normal types of content that we have. Now, you don't use each of them only like that. You combine at least two. But the general one to use is text. If you want to make an advertisement, your write-up is compulsory, and that write-up is what we call copy sales or copywriting script, or I used to call it sales copy. Let's use sales copy. So you are actually writing something to sell a product, because advertising is marketing, advertising is selling. So that write-up you are writing is a copywriting script, it's a sales copy. Is that okay? So you use a sales copy and you use an image, either your image of yourself or your product, or use a graphics. Is that okay? And then you use a video. So either you combine an image and a video, or image and a write-up, or you combine an image and a video and a write-up. Write-up is compulsory, but I've not seen any ads where the person posts a video and still paste an image. I think in some cases it's rare, but you can still find it. You can still see this one. This person is advertising for this AI Simplify is advertising for their company, and it has a write-up and it has a graphics. Are you seeing it? Now let's see for the Hostinger. This one also, Hostinger is also advertising for an image and a write-up. So let's see if you can see video. It will always be a video and a write-up, or an image and a write-up. This one also, okay, this one is a write-up and the image. Is that okay? All right, this one is video and write-up. So it's always, when you're running advertisement, take note of the ingredients to use. All right. So I think with that, let's launch into the full practicals without wasting any time. Now, for you to do that, come to Facebook. If you are trying to run advertisement from your Facebook, from your phone, please go to Play Store or iOS Store, depending on the phone you're using, and download Meta Ads. Just download Meta Ads. I'll put the icon on the screen so you can be able to see Meta Ads, or you download Meta Business Suite. But I think the best one to use is Meta Ads to help you more better. You log in with your Facebook details and you can be able to run ads comfortably using this method. Everything I'm going to teach here is going to appear here, there, even though this one is laptop. Is that okay? So if you want to run advertisements, you can open down your Meta apps, or you can come to your Facebook and click on Ads Manager. Please don't click on Ads Center. Is that okay? There's a difference between Ads Center and Ads Manager. Click on Ads Manager. Ads Center only allows you to run advertisement there on Facebook. I think I usually call it boosting. So, but I don't usually like it. I've not even done it before. But Meta Ads Manager takes you directly to Meta Business Suite, where you can be able to run your ads and structure it the right way. All right, so this is my interface, and you can see that I've been running some advertisements, blah blah blah, like this. All right, so all I have to do is, if I want to run advertisement, I can just start running advertisement. But before we run advertisement, please, you have to take note of something. You have to come here, look for where you have billing and payments, because you need to deposit money before you actually start running advertisement. So click on billing and payments, and it will take you to the platform, to a page where you can be able to deposit money to Facebook. If you don't deposit money, please don't start running advertisements. Is that okay? Let's deposit money. So here you can see that we have minus this. It means that let me use my other Facebook, not this one. All right, so I tried to use my other Facebook because the other one has issues. They are not allowing me to enter my cards to pay that debt and continue. So I have another Facebook that I used to run ads. You can see this here. So if you come to billing and payment, you come to here, you can see that you need to deposit money before you actually start running advertisements. Is that okay? So if you click on here, and you can see that you can actually add funds, where you see add funds. The same thing with you if you are doing it from your phone. So here you can now say, let's say I want to add 10,000 naira. There 10,000 naira, I can actually do that. No, for some of you that don't have this account, all right, so you can tell me in the comment section and I'll create a video for you on how to actually create your Meta Business Suite account. Some of you that don't have this, but you should have this. If you click on Ads Manager, you should even be prompted with a way of creating everything. It's very simple, but in case it's very hard for, or it's hard for you, please tell me in the comment section. I will do that. So I'll click on 10,000, and that's because my account is a naira account and not a dollar account. So they're going to be charging me in naira because I'm making this video from Nigeria. So you can choose a bank transfer. Bank transfer is the one I usually use, but you can put your card, and let's say you want to deposit 10,000 naira. So if this your debit card is with First Bank or, for example, GT Bank, ensure that there is 10,000 naira in that bank so that they automatically be deducted by themselves. But if it's transfer, you click here and then you click your next, and then you see that they will pop up with an account number for you, and once you transfer money to that account, the page is going to refresh by itself and the money is going to be there. But please, I don't want, Facebook is very strict. I don't want to pay anything, so let me cancel the transaction. So first you deposit money by following this way. Is that okay? By following this way, and you're not to go. So I don't want to deposit money, please. All right, so now let's return back and then we start running advertisement. So let's return back to campaigns, and then we start running an advertisement. All right, so it has returned us back here. You can see that I've been running advertisement. I don't really hide things, all right? So you can see how I structure my things. I've been running advertisement here. So if I want to actually create and run advert, what I can do is I can click on create, and then when you click on create, we have this here, this objective. This objective, please allow me 2 minutes to 3 minutes to explain what objective is, because this is important. For awareness is if you actually want people to know about your brand. The goal is not to sell. The goal is to make people to know your brand. I've actually run an awareness account ads before, because when we started new, I wanted people to know that we have a page called Express Tech Academy. So I just run it. So however, even though the goal is not to sell, at some time you might actually get somebody who will actually come to buy, who may ask how much, even though it's not to sell. That's okay. So the goal is not to sell, but the campaign type is called awareness. If you want people to know about your product. For example, if you are, let's say you are advertising for a painting company and you have been selling different types of paints, and maybe let's say you don't have a type of paint called satin. Okay? Now your company now start advertising for satin, or you start producing satin. All you can do is run an advertisement on a brand awareness and include satin. That's to show them that you have been selling paint, but you now have a product called satin, just to tell them that you have a product called satin. Is that okay? So you can run advertisement to show people if you are new, or even if you're an existing person, you can now run advertisement to show them that you have different products in stock. All right, the next one is traffic, and traffic is actually the kind of advertisement where you run traffic to a website. So this one, you must have a website. So either you want to put a website link. So if you're running about to push traffic to a particular website or to push traffic to anywhere, you run it as traffic. So this is where you an opportunity will be given to you to put a link. Sometimes we usually run advertisement to seller. This is what I use. Is that okay? And then the next one is engagement. Of course, you know what is engagement. If you are running advertisement to get something like clicks, followers, you are going to get engagement, comments. You want people to know about your brand. Engagement is the best. If you want to run advertisement to WhatsApp, engagement is the best. Is that okay? If you want to run advertisement for leads means if you want to get people's name, email, and phone number, this is what we call leads. That is, you want to just get people's details, is called leads. So you run it like this. All right. And then app promotion is you want to send traffic to an app. like say mobile app, like let's say all those apps that are found on Play Store. You have an app and you want to run advertisement there. This is what you do. Is that okay? And then of course sales as well, if you want to make sales. Actually, now for those, sometimes when I'm making traffic to seller, I usually use sales or traffic, but most of the time sales, because under sales they allow you to configure pixel so that you know the number of people that are buying and all of that. So I usually use sales. So if you want to know how many people actually buy, that is the conversion rate, please choose sales. If you just want normal traffic, for example, especially people like bloggers, please use traffic. Now for this particular example, particular video, we are going to be going with engagement, and because this one has to do with WhatsApp and all of that, so we click on continue. And when you click on continue, you can see that we have these 3 steps here. These are the 3 steps we'll follow before we run this advert. These 3 steps are called they are called ad set. They are called ad set. Is that okay? So you have to, you can rename all of them. You can rename all of them by saying let's say practice, or the practice test, anything you just want to put in, you can just put practice test. And let me click on here as well. I will also rename it. Please, it's better when you rename it, especially when you rename it and add the dates beside it. So like this one, I can just say practice test, and I can put the date I'm running this advertisement on it. Is that okay? Now I think we have renamed all of them. We will now go back to the first step, and now let's complete it and start explaining it. Yeah, this is the only example I will be doing, but in case you know how to do this, you can know how to set up any other one. And if you try to do practice on any other one like traffic or sales or app promotion, and you have any problem, please tell me in the comment section. I'm active. Waiting no good. I'm here to help you. Is that okay? All right, so let's continue. So the campaign name is ad sets, and let's come there. Live video ad. No, we are not doing live video ad. You know that you can go live running your live video, can run advertisement, right? So this is where to toggle it on. No, we are not doing that. Now the campaign buying type is auction. Let's click on here, and then let's click here. You can see it's auction, so let's leave it at auction. Is that okay? All right, the campaign objective is engagement. We choose that from the beginning. Now the budget type is campaign budget or ad sets. We're going to choose campaign budget or ad set. Any one of them is good, but the difference is that under campaign budget, the Facebook automatically distributes your money based on how your ads are performing. Is that okay? But ad set allows you yourself to set the money yourself. Is that okay? All right, so but we're going to choose anything, because I usually run with campaign budget, sometimes I usually run with ad set, but in fact let me choose campaign budget. All right, for this one. Now for campaign budget, you can see that it allows us to set our money, and then here we can say, let's say we want to spend 2,000 naira per day. You can spend 2,000 naira per day, and you can see that the money that I can spend daily, maximum money you can spend daily is 3,500, and the maximum weekly spend is 14,000. Now the more you run adverts, the more you pour money on Facebook, the more they increase how much you can spend a day. Do you understand me? The more they increase it. Is that okay? All right, so that is that. And this, you can see that we have daily budget here. You can put how much you want to spend per day, but remember that any advert that will convert should last for at least 6 to 7 days. So before you even know that your ad is doing well, you have to allow it for 7 days. So it means that you are going to spend 2,000 naira per day for 7 good days before you can even know if that ad is doing well. Some people run adverts for 2 weeks, 1 month, so that the more it stays, the more it performs better. But for some of you that don't have the money, you can just start with 5 days. You can just start with 7 days. You can even choose 1.5. Is that okay? The least amount you can start with is an equivalent amount of what dollar is in your country. That's okay. Like as of today, I think dollar is around 1.4 or so. So you can actually start running about with 1.4 or 1.5 per day, and you can now calculate the money and deposit it in your account. All right. So for the campaign bid type, leave it at highest bid, highest volume. Is that okay? Leave it at highest volume, not anything. Now let's go. A and B test is, there are some people who actually run advertisements. They have a lot of creatives. By creative, I mean videos, images. They create like 2 or 3 graphics, and they want to test which one will actually do best. These ones are for pro advertisers. They want to test which one is actually doing best so that they can use it to run advert. The testing is money, it's not free. So you use your money to test which graphics will work, which video will work. Do you know why they are testing all this thing? Because majorly about advertisement, what helps your advertisement to convert majorly is your creative. That is your videos or the images you are using. They must have quality and they must align with Facebook. They must be clickable. Is that okay? That's why pro advertiser actually do this. All right, so let's continue. Please avoid categories, avoid all of this. We are done, and we are now going to move to the next, which is the second one, which is the second step. Either you click on the second step like this, or you just click on next. So let's just click on next, and it takes us to the second step. This ad name again is practice test. The conversion rate is message destination. Let's see if we can change it. Now you can see that it's changing message destination because we actually choose engagement. And if we try to choose website, they will tell us that the campaign objective is not for traffic, so they can't even accept website. So for engagement ads, is message and destination. That's very important. Is that okay? So let's choose that and let's come down. Now you can see that some people have a lot of pages under their profile. And if you have a lot of pages under your profile and you log in into your Meta ads, or you log in into your Meta business suite with your Facebook profile, you see other pages under you will also be there. So you can now choose here which page do you want to run that advert. For this particular account, I only have ExpressTech on it. For the one I showed you that I switched to this one, I have like 2 or 3 pages there, but for this one I only have the, assuming I have like 2 or 3 pages, you can see that they will be here. So let's leave ExpressTech there and then come down here. Now the message destination again is, let's choose this one. So we want people to actually go to, where do we want people to message us if they see these ads? They can message us on Messenger, they can message us on Instagram, they can message us on WhatsApp. Is that okay? Now, but the most important thing here is to know where you can easily access them. But for me, I think most of my ads are actually WhatsApp. Is that okay? But Facebook tells you that the more number of things you choose here, the more better your ads will produce. But I don't usually follow them like that. So because I don't check my Instagram too often. Sometimes Messenger I do check, but WhatsApp, I'm constantly on my WhatsApp. So you can see here, so you can see that you can choose any of them here, right? If you want to choose only WhatsApp, you can untick this one and you can see here. Is that okay? Now let's proceed. Now to put your WhatsApp, you can, if you don't have a WhatsApp yet, you can connect your WhatsApp here and then you put the WhatsApp. The only WhatsApp you can put here is business WhatsApp. You cannot put normal WhatsApp. No, you can't do it. You can only put business WhatsApp. So if you don't have a business WhatsApp, you have to create a business WhatsApp and then connect it here, because they will send a code to that WhatsApp. You put the code before you can be able to connect it. It's very simple. The same thing with your Instagram, the same thing with your Messenger. Is that okay? All right, so with that, let's proceed. Then the performance goal, let's leave it at maximum number of conversion, because we want Facebook to actually charge us based on conversion, not clicks. So if you put it on maximum number of clicks, it means that anybody that clicks it, Facebook charge you, but we want it to be on maximum number of conversion. All right, so let's proceed again. Asset rule. Asset rule is actually asset rule is actually you know, when your ad is not doing well, you are telling Facebook, if my ad is not doing well, please stop it. If my ads is doing well, please increase my money, increase my ads budget. That if you choose ads budget, is that okay? But see, this is not an advertisement video. I'm only trying to teach you so that as a social media manager, you know it. I have a video in this channel that teaches you how to run advertisement on Facebook. So pick that video and let's go, so that we'll not waste time with this. Is that okay? Now here we can now come here, asset limit. Let's leave it like this. Don't take anything. Now remember, I said that for an ad to perform well, you need to run it for 7 good days. Is that okay? So what you can simply do here is that you can now schedule the ads. So the ads is, I'm making this video June 4, and then you can schedule the ads. Please, your ads should always start running at midnight. So schedule it to start running by 12 a.m. please. That's the best time. Either 12 a.m., 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. That is the time Facebook takes to understand your post, so they can be able to push it to people when they wake up from sleep. Is that okay? Now for the end dates, you can actually put here and calculate 7 days ahead of time and put it here. But me, I don't usually put end dates. I usually leave my ads like that and I monitor it. Anytime that I think that my money is going or it's about to finish, or maybe I'm okay with the result, I cannot turn it off myself. I'll show you how to turn it off. But you can, for you as a newbie, please put a date so that your money, your account will not freeze. Is that okay? All right, so let me untick it for now and then let me proceed. All right, so we can come here. Now here is also one of the key things that I want you to understand. If you are running an advertisement, the question is, where do you want people to actually see, which kind of audience do you want, the location. From the analytics, you already know the people following you and where they are following you, and you can now be able to target all of them. Now let's say we have Express Tech in Abuja, and if you are advertising for a physical class, I can target particularly people only in Abuja. In fact, not just in Abuja, but people within the area of an Abuja. Our Express Tech is located at Lugbe, Abuja. So I'll come here and type Lugbe, Abuja. You can see Lugbe, Abuja Federal Capital Territory, and it's there. And I can also target other areas around Lugbe. The one of the areas around Lugbe is let's say Kuje. Kuje is a bit close. You can type Kuje, and they just type as many cities as possible around that area, so that your ads will push only to that set of people. All right. But if you are like, if you are running a digital, let's say, let me you already know how to do this, please let me cancel this and talk about one other thing. Now, if you are running an advertisement, like for example, I used to sell courses. The courses are for everybody, so you can just put Nigeria as a whole, just leave it at Nigeria as a whole. So let me just click here and remove that Lugbe, Abuja, and put it on Nigeria. So I can just put on Nigeria. The Nigeria was already there. No, now Nigerian states, not Niger State, please. It's Nigeria. All right, so Nigeria as a country. So you can choose Nigeria as a country. And sometimes when I'm running advertisement that is the product is for everybody, what I do is that I actually type Nigeria, I type Uganda, I type Canada. I just type some of these countries there, so I can be able to actually get clicks. Now here is when you want to choose what kind of gender you want them to see your ads. Of course, we want people from 18 and above. That one is static. Now let's scroll down. I can see here you can exclude languages, you can exclude. So if your product is for, let's say, Hausa speaking people alone, you can also exclude the language here. But it's best if you run adverts for all languages, except your brand is actually very, very specific. Now with that, we are done with the second step as well, and we are now moving to the last step, that we are going to configure our ads. So let's click on next, and then it's going to take us to the next step. And in this last step, we are going to include our creative. So let's scroll down. You can see that it's already showing us if you want to do partnership. For example, you used to see that I'm a football fan, and sometimes Chelsea used to run adverts with, you tell you we're in partnership with their sponsor, so they just put the tag the page of their sponsor. Sometimes Premier League used to run adverts and they tag Coca-Cola that sponsor most of their teams, they tag Guinness that sponsor them. So if you check on the ads, you see partnership with so person. So if you actually want to partner with somebody to run advertisement, this is where you toggle it on. So when you toggle it on, they can now give you an opportunity to include the code or the information of that person's data. So for now, we don't want it, and we just want to proceed. All right, now let me proceed. So this is the page. This is the page we are running it. You can't change it from here. If you want to change, you can actually return back to step 2. Is that okay? All right, let's proceed again. This is Instagram account. This is my phone number. Everything is okay. Now this is the asset. Of course, it's good. Now we now come to single image and video. Now there's a difference between single image and video. If you post one image, if your ads carry only one image, like the ones I just showed you, they are called image, just simple image. But if you have more than 2, 3, 4, 5 images, they are called carousel. And I think Facebook allows from 7 to 10 images. Is that okay? So if you want multiple images, you want to sell products, you want people to see different kinds of your product or different views of your product, you can actually use carousels and do it. But for this video, we want to use single image. These multi-advertisers, you can untick it. I don't even know the function like that, but you can untick it or you can tick it. And then here is where we have add creative. This is where you can now bring in the image. So if I click on it, I'll click on image, and then when I click on image, it now gives me the opportunity to bring in my images. So these are all the images I've been using to run advertisement. So for you to bring an image, you just look for where we have upload. So you can now click on upload, and then let's see, if you click on upload, you can now come to your anywhere your image is. Let's say we choose this particular image. You can just click on it, click on open, and then the image will be uploaded here. Once the image is uploaded, you can now click on save. But let's wait for the image because of network. The image has been uploaded, and all you have to do is click on it, and then we click on it to highlight. You can see that it's now here. So it means I can select up to 10 images, and then we can now click on next. And then when we click on next, When we click on next, it brings us here. Still, this is the primary test. All right, so let me there's no way I can show you that thing on Facebook, but the primary test is every information that you want. Let's say, please buy from me, I am authentic, I am authentic. So you can do everything you want. So the one thing you can also do is you can go to ChatGPT and generate a sales copy. So tell ChatGPT about what you want to advertise, and it should generate you an advertise that's a sales copy. It could generate you everything, and you can come there and post it. Let me see if there's no need to do that, please. So you can just write everything here, and then the headline, since it's WhatsApp, or since it's WhatsApp I choose, or probably Messenger or Instagram, the best way is to choose chat with us. And then here is the description. We don't need this description for now, and then we click on next. All right, so under next, the Meta is actually trying to convert my image to different forms of AI form. So in fact, let's say I like this particular one, I can just click on it and use it instead of the real one I uploaded. But I like the one I brought. Is that okay? So always go with the one you design. But in case it's not good and you like any of these things, you can do it. But I like the one I use. Is that okay? All I have to do is don't click on anything. Click on next, and when you click on next, you can see enhancement. Don't click anything again. Click on done, and when you click on done, it will now bring you here. So now let's scroll here, and you can now see this is how the art is going to look, with a WhatsApp button with chat us here, and then you can see the write up, please buy from me, I am authentic. You can see, if you scroll down, you see the art placement, how the art will be placed in different places. This had to be placed on Instagram, this had to be placed on people's stories and all of that. So just there are different placement. I did it correctly, and you can see that it's here. Sometimes some students will ask me, what about the campaign score? Please don't actually follow this campaign score, but it's good that the campaign score is a bit reasonable, but don't follow it, because if you keep following it, you are only following what Facebook is asking you to do. For example, for this ad, they told me that the money I'm using is too small. So if you don't have the money, will you like to follow them? No. Is that okay? So just be following the steps I'm giving. So if you want to remove this image or add another one, you can delete it and bring in another one. Let's scroll down. You can see it here. If you want to edit this text, the primary text, you can edit it. This one as well, you can also edit it. Is that okay? Now you can just scroll down, and then you can see that we are done with this particular advert. All you have to do is click on publish, and once you click on publish, it will take Facebook 24 hours to actually approve your post. They will tell you it will take 24 hours, but it will not take 24 hours. My ads, usually they will approve it within 1 hour, 2 hours. They will approve it. Why are they checking it before they approve it? They want to know that you did not go against their guidelines, and of course you did not use images, explicit images, like naked images or cryptocurrency images and all of that. So that is that, and we are done with running advertisement. As a social media manager, you know how to run advertisement. My dear Omo, you are a professional one. That's the truth about it. Many people don't know this. All right, I think we are done with that. I don't want to publish because this was a test ask, so that they will not start charging me. Is that okay? So we are done with that, and we'll now return back to our slide. We are almost done with this video, so that we now move to the next one. All right, now let's continue. We have talked about, okay, I think the next one is to talk about this. This is the only last thing. Within 5 minutes, I'll be done. Now, managing crisis on social media is very, very important. Now, remember this particular video focuses on only three topics. Number one is analytics. I've just done that. Number two is advertisement. I've just done that. And the last one is managing crisis. Now, if you're on social media, there must be crisis. Let me tell you this before we continue. When I was a social media manager for a church, one day I woke up early in the morning. My brother was the one that woke me up, and I saw a lot of missed calls from people from the church. The bishop called me, the wife called me, deacons were calling me, pastors were calling me. Why? Because the Facebook page was hacked, and the person who hacked it was using it to post nudes. That's nudes. Now you know what is nudes. Is that okay? So it was disgusting. I went there, saw it. I started crying, because that was a big church and every blame was on me. So I started finding out why, and I now came to discover that the person who created the page do not use two-factor authenticator. Right? So it did not secure the platform. So anybody can harm it, and they harm it. So I explained to them why it was harmed. and we started finding solution to them. Now, how do we find solution to them? I started reporting each post. I started telling all the church members to report each post that the person is posting to Meta. Once you report more than 10 posts, Facebook will actually notice that something is wrong with that post, and they will actually try to notify, take down, they will pause the page and tell you to verify it. So you are the owner who is going to be the one to verify it. So if once your page is being hacked like that, you can actually start verifying it. Try to contact Meta, or the best thing to also do is, apart from reporting, you can also go to Google and type Facebook support and report the problem to support. Give your email, your phone number, your page name, everything about your page to support, and they can be able to pause the page and be able to see how they can resolve the issue and kick the other person out of it. So that's the way to treat hacked account. But the most important way of treating hacked account is to have a two-factor authenticator. Go to Facebook and choose settings, go to settings and privacy, and you follow the steps there. You see where we have you see the steps where we have authenticator, two-factor authenticator. Please, in case you are finding this difficult, please tell me in the comment section. I'll make a short video for you on that. I don't want to do that now because the video is becoming long. Is that okay? So, but please ensure that you secure all your accounts. You can do this for your Instagram, do this for your TikTok, do this for your LinkedIn and any platform at all. Before you hack my Facebook, you go sweat. I understand that there are some people who are very pro in this work, but me too, I'm a pro in social media, so I know what I'm doing. Is that okay? Now, that is number one for crisis management, and I've just shown you how to handle it. Number two is negative reviews, and negative reviews is very, very important. If a customer comes to your page and say your brand is nothing, your brand is useless, you are not offering nice services, please don't allow that comment to stay there for long. Because if you tell a customer, for example, we are going to ship your product to you in 24 hours, and the product did not get in 24 hours, it did not get in 48 hours, it did not get in 72 hours, maybe you get there in 4 or 5 days, there is that tendency that the customer will come after you. And if another person actually comes to the comment section to see that comment, he's not going to buy from you because he's already seen a negative review about it. So the best thing you can do is, if the fault was not from your side, explain politely that this is the reason why the product gets to you after 4 days, when we talked about 48 days or 48 hours. And you can explain if the reason is reasonable enough and anybody can see that the fault was not from your side. Even though they see that comment, they may still buy from you. And the second way to also treat such a thing is that if his fault is if it's not from you and the customer is just bent on spoiling your image, you are the admin, delete that comment. Do you know why? The comment section is actually the psychology of social media. Please take note of that. The comment section of any platform is the psychology of social media. Believe me, that if we see any content on Facebook or Instagram or anywhere, the first thing that comes to our mind is we go to the comment section to see what people are talking about in any post at all. So the comment section is the psychology of social media, and it must be handled properly. So it determines whether somebody will buy your product or not. So you have to pay attention to it. Either delete it or respond to it politely, giving reasons why that happens. Is that okay? Of course, sometimes we have viral backlashes and all of that. So these are the two major crises that we have on social media, and I advise you to handle them politely. I used to say this: a temperamental person is not a good social media manager. So if you have temperament issue, please keep them aside from being this. All right, so that is that, and I think we are done with this video, and in the next video we are going to talk about influencer marketing, and we'll continue the course. Thank you so much for joining in this course. I'll see you in the next video. Please kindly help me subscribe to the channel, like this video.